What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel for another hair product review, and this week we're taking a look at the brand new collab between Steven the Salon Guy and Flagship Pomade, the Crafted Matte Paste. So, Crafted is actually going to be a new kind of subline of Steven's products. They are collaborating with Flagship Pomade on these, and so the Extreme Hold Matte Paste is the first product in that line. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Mike's video over at Modern Man TV. He's actually got a bit at the beginning of Steven talking about some of the process and just kind of what went into this product, which is really cool. And now, I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that this is like the first collab between like a professional stylist with a salon lab brand and a home brewer, especially one as, you know, prominent and well-known as Flagship. So I think that's really cool. Now, essentially, what Steven wanted to create in this product was something that is super easy to apply, easy scoop, easy application, and then just turn into like bulletproof hold that's gonna last all day. So enter the Extreme Hold Matte Paste. Now, as far as the packaging and pricing on this, you can see it comes in this 4-ounce black plastic pomade jar with stick-on labeling in kind of matte black with some white text and some kind of metallic green accents. And this is retailing for $23.99 US. So I like the packaging, it's clean, it's simple, it looks nice on the shelf, and it's 4 ounces, which is just fucking massive, so you get a ton of product in there. And a bit of a spoiler alert, you need to use very small amounts at a time, so this will last you a long time. Now, moving into everybody's favorite category of scent, and you know, we know from previous experiences with all of Steven's products, he's a big scent guy, and his scents are always just like amazing, and so obviously he didn't want this one to be any different. The scent on this one is described as a very Tom Ford inspired, very just kind of complex, cologne-ish scent, I guess you could say. But, you know, without further ado, let's get into this bitch.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh, talk about a fuck me up scent, boy. No, seriously, the scent on this is wonderful. And it is very complex, so I'm going to read you the notes on that. So for top notes, we have jasmine, black truffle, ylang-ylang, blackcurrant, rose, bergamot, and geranium, so a bit of floral right off the bat, and a bit of fruitiness. Middle notes of orchid, lotus, clove, star jasmine, and saffron, so again, some floral notes in there, but as well as some kind of spicy herbiness. And then base notes of patchouli, sandalwood, incense, amber, urwood, I don't know, vetiver, vanilla, and balsam. So you get that base of just that really warm, woodsy, and I mean, anything with like sandalwood and amber in it, fuck! Yeah, so it's great, and it's not overpowering at all. It's not super strong, but so it's not gonna clash with a fragrance you're wearing, because like, I've got it in my hair right now and I can't smell it anymore, but boy, when you get your nose into that bitch, fuck. All right, now briefly into the ingredients here. I will have the list for you down below. It's also, of course, on the website and everything, but this is a water-based product. And then in the second spot, we've got some kaolin clay.
Kaolin.
Some usual things we're used to seeing, hydrogenated castor oil and things, rice bran wax for that strong hold in there. This also has some aloe extract as well as vitamin E to give it some conditioning properties, and it has some activated charcoal in there, which once we get under the hood, you can see that's why the product has this kind of grayish color. Now, as far as the scoop and the breakdown on this, you know, I said in the beginning, Steven wanted this to be like the easiest scoop, the easiest application. So getting it out of the jar, you will see it's quite a liquidy consistency. It's just, it comes out like nothing. It basically looks like a cream. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is a bird rhythmically chirping right outside the window. So with all that in mind, we can go straight into the demo footage here, and as usual, I'm starting out with clean, blow-dried hair. Now we're starting out with a small scoop. I said in the beginning, you don't need a lot of this stuff, and you certainly can layer it, but I will say, if you grab a big ol' honkin' scoop of this, it's gonna get sticky as fuck. But if you use more moderate scoops, the application is buttery smooth. Now, one thing I will mention, and Steven mentioned this, it's in the directions, but basically, you don't wanna break this product down in the hands until it like goes completely clear, because then it's going to start to set, it's going to dry, it's going to get sticky. So where the kind of magic happens is if you just get it into your hands, break it down slightly just so that it's kind of, you know, distributed in your fingers, and then apply it to your hair while it's still in that creamy, smooth state. So when you do that, basically that does lend to this buttery smooth application. You can feel that slight stickiness, but there's no like tug or pull or anything. And then the activated charcoal and the kaolin like kick in, and you can feel it just kind of instantly setting, and your hair just becomes this like moldable thing, and you can just put it wherever you want and it'll literally stay there. And this is one of those products that really like, I mean, this entire like demo footage took me like a minute and then I was done. I mean, you put it in, you put your hair where you want, and that's it. You don't have to fool around with it very much. It's very responsive, and yeah, so as it dries and as you add more scoops if you need to, it will dial up that stickiness and the grippiness a little bit, but not in a bad way. It just gives you a lot of control, and it makes the styling even more responsive, so you know that your hair is going to stay where you want it. As far as the finish and texture, it is definitely a completely matte finish, but what I personally love about this is that it's not that dry matte. So it's not adding any shine to your hair, but it's also not taking any away. So you can see here the natural shine of my hair still comes out, so my hair still looks nice and healthy. It doesn't look bone dry, there are no flyaways or anything, and it is so light. I mean, after a couple of minutes when it completely sets into the hair, you can't even feel it. There is absolutely no weight to it at all. I'm not even kidding. Which is cool. It feels totally weightless, but that hold boy, it does not budge. I mean, if we look here, this is at the end of the day. This is a full 10 or maybe 11 hours later, and literally my hair hasn't moved and I haven't had to touch it all day. But if you do want to move it around for any reason, if you get caught in like a tornado and something, you know, your hair gets a little bit out of place, this does stay super pliable, so you can easily move it, you know, finger comb it, restyle it however you might want to. And with the vitamin E and aloe in the formula, that is something that, you know, as the day goes on, my hair just starts to feel more and more conditioned. It feels soft, and which again is one of my personal favorite type of products. You know, I don't like products that stay real dry because I already have thick, coarse, wavy hair. And so the fact that this just makes it feel nicer and softer throughout the day is just bonus points. And, you know, again, I've got it in my hair right now as well, and you can see, like, it doesn't even really move at all. Of course, it does have some flowiness if I really shake my head around, but then, bang, right back into place. Now, as far as the washout, honestly, it couldn't be easier. Just water rinse, and this bitch just straight out. Alright, so overall thoughts on the brand new Crafted Matte Paste collab from TheSalonGuy and Flagship Pomade. This is an absolute fucking win. I mean, for me, as someone with thick hair that often needs a lot of coaxing to make it stay where I want it all day, this was like an absolute dream, especially because, you know, as I mentioned, my hair just feels more conditioned as the day goes on. The washout is easy. It's a perfect matte finish where it's not too dry. It still allows the natural shine of my hair to come through. That scent, bitch. And yeah, so I think they accomplished what they wanted. It's super easy to scoop, very easy to apply, and then it just sets into this incredibly strong hold that literally can last like a couple days. I mean, I've like slept on it and the next day my hair still looks amazing. Just roll out of bed, a couple finger combs, and I'm on my way. And yeah, I think it's really cool to have what I think is the first collab between, you know, professional stylist and a homebrew company. I think that's just really neat, and I think they completely smashed through the fucking gate with this first product. So that does it for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful. I've got so much more content coming, so if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with everything. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching, and we'll see you at the next one.